And Southern Mississippi is bowl bound, playing San Diego State again. You see one more. And, you know, Kirk Herbstreit's picking us to win the game, even though San Diego State is a B-rated team over our C. So that's pretty interesting. Some team info here. San Diego State's only been to 5 bowl games, which I find sort of unusual, and they've only won 1 of 5, where Southern Miss has gone to 12 bowl games and won 10 of the 12. And as you can see, where we played San Diego State earlier this year, was our 3rd or 4th game of the year. We beat them 28-21. It was a close game, and that was our schedule there. So there's their offensive team leaders, Jay White and R. Broussard, and rushing O'Neal, and Page is our leading defensive player. So let's go ahead and get this game started. As you can see, they're 84 to our 74 overall. And their halfback is injured, it appeared there. And here's our top players away, Burks. And no injuries for us, which is amazing. And they have 3 injuries, which is could be pretty devastating. Now, hopefully we put it to San Diego like we did last time, but let's do a little bit better and let's play. See if we can play mistake-free football this episode. So here we are running on the field at Aloha Stadium, and I have been there a few times, and that is what it looks like. So that is pretty amazing the way it looks. And here San Diego State's running out on the field. I'm going ahead and using the whole cut scene. And who will survive? It's going to be Southern Miss. Here's our cheerleaders. We brought them in. There's a stealth bomber flying over above. And here we go. Sending it Southern Miss versus San Diego State. They're considering San Diego State the home team, and here I find unusual considering we had the better record and we beat them head-to-head. But hey, it's just a game, right? It's a bowl game. So we're going to go ahead and pick heads here, and we have 1 to toss. I will defer and go ahead and kick off, and that way we get the ball first in the second half. And let's get this game started. Go and kick off. I used to kick to the left, but that wasn't working too well. They were getting too good of run backs. So I started kicking pretty much down the middle, and I can pretty much cover the kicks pretty well if they're down the middle, and that way they don't get too many yards. And there we tackled him. Looks like he's on the 25, 26-yard line. And I'm going to go ahead and simulate their possession of this carry.
O'Neal gets the ball, gets to about the 11-yard line.
Jeff O'Neal on his way to 1,800 yards this season or more. Maybe 1,900. We'll see at the end of the game here, obviously. So Broussard going back to pass. X was open. I pressed X, and I think I hit B by accident. Lucky throw. That's all that was. That's chalk that up to luck this game. I'm going to go O'Neal straight up the middle. We're going to test the middle. I zigzagged a little bit too much to the right, and I probably could have got more yards, but we got 8. That's good enough. I'm going to try the left-hand side now. Keep this on the ground. And actually, I did a wide receiver screen to Gross. He was wide open, 15 yards. And I'm lucky I got that pass away as Broussard was on his back immediately after the throw. O'Neal straight up the middle. He's going to tear off 11 yards for us, get us another first down. He looks injured there, but and Henry's in, so we'll see if O'Neal does come back. And I was covered there pretty well there. I don't know how I threw that pass off my back foot and behind myself, but we got it away. And Henry's going to take it up, and Henry gets us 1 yard, but that's why he's not the star back. And Henry is still in the game. I don't know where O'Neal is yet. And looks like A is open. And luckily, their defensive backs or linebacker is not like the super ones that can rush in and make the play like you see in other games. For some reason, that block was a little bit late, and he caught me in the backfield, and actually I didn't gain any. O'Neal is back, so it must not be too serious. It didn't even ask me to keep him in or not. So he tears us off 8 yards right away on his first carry back into the game. So I'm going to use him again. We're going to go straight up the middle, and he's going to pick us up a first down with a 4-yard rushing, and now we're first and goal. Let's see if we can go off to the left here. And he walks into the end zone untouched. And we're leading the game 6-0. Actually, it'll be 7-0 here. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate their possession. And it looks like they went ahead and they scored a touchdown on us. So they're not going to give us this game. We're going to have to earn it. So here we're going to do a passing play. I'm looking for A to get open, and he just did his cut and his open now. I rolled out to the right. So Mason picks up a 31-yard reception. And we're 4 for 5, which is very unusual for us to start 4 and 5. We're usually 1 and 5. Okay, O'Neal takes it to the left, picks up 9 yards easily. Gonna go jam up the middle with O'Neal to pick up the first down, and he just mows over number 50 like he wasn't even there, like a riding lawnmower through short grass. Okay, Broussard, I did a wide receiver come to me sort of screenplay, and I hit him probably a little bit too late because he got mowed down as soon as he caught the ball. So I'm going to run to the left here. I didn't like what I saw on the right, but now the defenders all came left, so then I cut to the right, and I pick up 7-8 yards. So it's 3rd down and 3 here. Let's see if O'Neal can get us this. Actually, it's Henry, and Henry will get us the first down. It looks like he got about 7 or 8 yards there. So that was great. Great running. He gets us the first down. Henry is still in there. I'm going to use him to run to the left here. And he cuts it in. He does get us 3 yards. And now O'Neal's back in the game. I'm going to rush him up the middle. 3rd and 2. He's already got 75 yards. We're 26 seconds. I'm watching that clock closely. I don't want to run out of time. But I really do want a touchdown. And we're 4th and inches. So I called a timeout. I'm going to go ahead and they haven't been able to stop O'Neal. I'm going to run up the middle, and he busts through, not over the first down line, but also the goal line, and gets us a touchdown. And it looks like we're going to go in at halftime with at least a 1-score lead. But I'm going to go ahead and play defense here, and you can watch the defense here. So I don't want anything crazy happen. So I'm actually going to play this and not let the computer decide it for me. He threw a quick and out, stopping the clock at 9 seconds. And we're playing a 4-man front, but we're playing a zone prevent type defense to try to prevent, and that was incomplete. But we're trying to prevent him from making a deep pass where he can at least get a field goal. We don't want him to get anything. So 5 seconds left. He's going to have to Hail Mary this. And that's what he's doing. All his people are running for the Hail Mary. We're all there with him. And he comes down with the ball. A 45-yard reception, but the time has run out. So thank God that they had no time left. And we're going to go into halftime with a 1-score lead. And we get the ball.
David, welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half.
And here we go. I think I'm just going to call a fair catch here because it was too deep in the end zone. So I don't want to run that out. All right, so O'Neal going from the shotgun. I'm going to let O'Neal run this from the shotgun on a handoff. Only picks up 1 yard, so maybe they're starting to catch on to our offense here and know that I'm trying to run. I'm trying to grind this clock down a little bit. Pass play, I'm going to aim for Weatherford here, I believe. Yep, and he quickly cuts into the middle of the field and becomes open, picking up 17 yards. So O'Neal, and delayed handoff here, and let him take the ball. And I truck stick right over that guy there. He does bring me down, but not after paying for his courage. All right, going over to the right. A is open. And Mason picks up a great, well, he was open as much as he could be. He was covered pretty well, but I think I was accurate enough to get that ball right where it needed to be. And my halfback was wide open, and O'Neal just plows over 3 defenders all at the same time. Can't ask for a better running back than that can break 3 tackles. And now he's going to run to the left. And I break through, and we get a touchdown, and we're going to be up by 2 scores, 21-7 in the 3rd quarter.
He's been a force getting to pay dirt 3 times.
Great run by O'Neal, 3rd touchdown of the game for him. Now we're going to go ahead and simulate their possession, and they score 14 now, 14-21. And we got the ball back now, and O'Neal is running to the right, and he runs right into 3 defenders and breaks 2 tackles, but picks up 6 yards. 2nd down and 4 now.
He's scrambling.
And I was trying to throw to B, who was wide open beyond that, but I think I hit A instead and threw right into that big mess there, and I got lucky that wasn't intercepted. O'Neal, we're at 4th and inches. I think I'm going to go for this. This is I haven't been able to stop O'Neal, so I was going to go ahead and go for it, and we pick it up easily with 4 yards. So, shotgun play with two running backs. And
they get him in the backfield for a loss.
My other running back just missed all his blocks and just runs completely through. But it's the end of the 3rd quarter now. We're leading 21-14, and we're in the 4th quarter now. We need to get one more score, either a field goal or a touchdown, because I want to have a two-score lead. O'Neal gets stopped for -1 yard, probably the first time this game. But we want at least 2 scores here off this possession here. That way I will feel comfortable. And A was right, or X was open. Woodard is doing an excellent job this game, getting us at least 2 big receiving 14-yard possessions or receptions. Jeff O'Neal gets us 3 on that. He's already got 121 yards. Okay, moving on, running up with O'Neal again, grinding that clock down, 3 minutes, 42 seconds left in the game. I'm going to try a flood right. So A is open, and now will get us a first down. I'm trying to land inbounds. It looks like he ran out, but the clock is still ticking. All right, going to go to the left with Henry, and he busts that tackle, a truck stick, but I still picked up about 12 yards with him. Now O'Neal's back in the game. Let's run up the middle. And I did a little zigzag. And that time he stood me up. I did not get the first down. I got 10 yards, but we're inches away. So I'm going to try it again. And Henry's back in the game. And he does a good job this time. Picks up 4 yards rushing and a first down. Or 1st and goal. Henry running this ball straight up the middle, and Henry gets his first touchdown of the game, 8-yard touchdown run, getting us that 2-score lead that I was really wanting. And I just simulated San Diego. They didn't do anything, and we got the ball back. They went for it on 4th down and didn't make it. And O'Neal gets us a 10-yard rush, 2nd and inches now. Let's see if he can go ahead and pick up the first down. I'm getting a little bit crazy here, trying to score again before time runs out with a 2-touchdown lead. But I'm making San Diego State use all their timeouts, so they can't have any way of coming back in this game. A was open, I missed it, and I threw too late. I stepped out of bounds, so we'll go ahead and run it off now with O'Neal. 2nd and goal. He gets us 2 yards there. All right. I'm going to try a little pass play here, 3rd and goal. The running back was open. I meant to throw to right button, but I threw to A. And I'm going to go ahead and kick a field goal here and get to 31 points. And we do. A great kick this time. That's pretty much going to seal this game. 3 scores. I'm going to go ahead and kick off. And I'm going to go ahead and play these last few defensive plays here so the computer doesn't do anything crazy on us. And I whiffed on number 10 there. I totally missed him. And right there's our getting defensive. Nothing, and it's been this way all year. Southern Miss is not doing anything spectacular on defense, but we bend, but we don't break. And we've gone 10-3 doing that. I almost jumped the gun there, almost jumped over. It's 4th and 1 here, or last play of the game. He throws it, and the time runs out, and we have won our first bowl game in this series. But, in Southern Mississippi's eyes, it's really their 11th bowl game that they've won. So here we are celebrating. Here's the play of the game. Ran in and mowed over O'Neal. 3 touchdowns today. My quarterback's 10 for 13, 152 yards, but we kept it on the ground like I said we were going to do. 157 yards rushing by O'Neal, 32 by Henry, and our quarterback got -3 yards. Receiving, did spread that ball around to about 7-8 different players. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players. So we blocking, one of our guys gave up a sack on us. Defensively, like I said, we got a tackle for loss, but nothing else. Averaging 19-yard kick return. And hey, we got our first trophy. We're going to add this to a profile. And guess what? There's an issue with that. Remember see the question mark there? They're not saving anything to anybody's profile anymore for this game. And we've won, guys. Okay, we did get a coaching upgrade, so I'm going to put it on the beginning opening recruiting. Go ahead and save those changes because that's going to come in handy next year. So our job security, 100% B+. And we're going to go ahead and advance to the bowl week because I want to see what's going on with the other teams. Jeff O'Neal, season record, 1,915 yards rushing. Previous record was in 2007, 1586, so we beat that record. Okay, I wanted to look at the bowl games. You can see there, Southern Mississippi, we beat San Diego State. I want to see the championship game. And Oklahoma put it to Alabama, 31-10, so that's pretty interesting. Look at the top 25 polls for the end of the year. And Oklahoma number 1, Alabama falls to number 6. And hey, look at this, everybody. Southern Mississippi, we have cracked open the top 25, and Tulsa fell to number 24 after their loss in their bowl game. So that's great news. We're going to finish the season in the top 25. And I wanted to look at how the other schools in our conference did. Tennessee crushed Tulsa in the Liberty Bowl. That's why they fell. UAB won. Stanford crushed Louisiana Tech. Cincinnati beat FIU. So we had a lot of schools make it into the bowls, which is great. So here's our classic games from this season. The North Texas Southern Miss was the first game of the year. Southern Miss, East Carolina, I say the Northern Texas was our first, I think, Conference USA game. And so that's our 1, 2, and 3. Let's see if we can add to those next year. And I just wanted to lastly go over all the players that we're losing this year. S. Page, our middle linebacker. Broussard, our quarterback, is leaving. Gross is leaving. And a lot of good players here. That would have been great to have them for one more year. Let's see. Who else is leaving? Allen. Woodard, our star receiver, with an 84. O'Neal, a 79, our halfback, is leaving. So we've got a lot to fill this year in regards to replacing a lot of this talent. We did get 1 or 2 4-star recruits and a ton of 3-stars. So maybe after the training during the off season, they'll come up and be better. But we got a lot to do in the off season and to get ready for next year because I am going to move this team into Conference SEC. All right, that's it, guys. We'll see you again soon.